Course Plus. Expressway to elegant career.
Action that there's no, like, you would look at it and you're like, oh my God, what the hell's wrong with this guy? He's just running around all over the place, not really getting anything done. That was me. That's me. I was like doing so much and accomplishing nothing. And you know, a lot of times I would see something pop up in front of me and I would be like, oh, that's awesome, gotta try that. Oh, well, look at this, man. I'm trying to make money online. I'm not doing anything with Amazon. There's this new Amazon product that just came out. Well, hey, let me just buy this thing too, and I'll make money with Amazon too. And then another thing came out. Oh, well, look at this, mobile marketing. Hey, I'm not doing anything with SMS, text messaging, and mobile marketing. Let me buy this thing. You know, that's how people are making money online. I'm mobile marketing. Hey, what's this other thing? Pinterest. I've never even heard of Pinterest, but it looks like people are making money. There's this new product about Pinterest. I'm gonna buy that. How do I recognize which ones of these opportunities are actually going to make a difference in my business? Well, the answer to this is you have to have a business plan. You have to have a solid business plan. You have to come up with a business plan by reverse engineering your goal, by actually having a clear and concise picture in your mind of what you want to achieve, how much money you want to make, how you want to make it. What is the business plan that's going to take you there? And if an opportunity arises, you need to look at it and compare it to your business plan. And you need to make a logical, adult decision like bosses and CEOs of companies all over the world make every day. You need to look at this opportunity that has popped up in front of you. You have to see if and how it fits into the business plan that you've been adamantly following to get to your goal. If it doesn't, then you have to have the audacity to say, this is a great opportunity, but right now is not the time for me. Or vice versa. Hey, this is a great time and I'm actually looking for an opportunity, but that's not the opportunity for me. You see, action takes place at the cross of an X. It's when two planes meet. Action takes place when opportunity meets readiness. And sometimes you're ready, man. You're ready and you're hungry and you're looking, but the opportunity just isn't there. No action happens. Sometimes the opportunity is there, but man, you're just not ready and oh man, it's just not the right time in my business. It's like, oh, I'm focusing on something. No action takes place. It isn't until you're ready and the opportunity presents itself that you make a logical, informed decision, not based on impulse, but based on logic, and you realize whether or not it can make a difference in your business. And look, I hate to, sound rhetorical here, but every opportunity will make a difference in your business. It will either make a good difference or bad difference, right? If you take an opportunity, it's going to make one difference or another. But you know what? I would rather look. I don't know. I just don't think that anybody sits on their deathbed and looks back and says, well, you know what? I'm sure glad I didn't take that opportunity. I don't know. It's just me. What's the best way to link a goal to action? Okay, and this is good. Here's why I like this question. How do okay, Omar, so I understand I need to have a goal. I've got a good goal, man. I've got a picture of it. Literally, I look at it every day. I got certain things that I want to do. What do I do? What do I physically do to link the goal to the action, to the action things, the things that I got to do today? You know, coffee? I mean, what do you do? Do you meditate? Do I associate it somehow in my mind? Do I just do it? How do I know the next step? What exactly is it that links the goal that I've created for myself and the things that I've written down to the actions that I need to take? And that's great. The answer is what links the goal to the action is the plan, okay? The plan. Every single thing that you have to do on the way to that goal breaks down to an action item in your plan. Not having a list of items that each mount up to small achievable goals, that each mount up to a bigger goal, that each mount up to the main goal. If you don't have that, you'll never achieve. Look, there's 4 parts to every journey, 4 components to every single journey. Okay, so right now you could consider your goal, your from where you are now to getting to your goal, that's your journey, right? We all have a journey that we're on. There are 4 components to every journey. You have to have these 4 things or that journey will not complete. It will not happen. Here are the 4 things you have to have. You want to talk about linking a goal to action? Here are the 4 things you have to have. Number 1, you have to have a clear, identified start point. Your start point is where you are now, where you are financially, where you are in your life, where you are in your head, what's going on with you right now. That's your start point. Obviously, that's why you're watching this. You have to have an end point. That's your goal. You need to have a clear, defined end point. When can I say, oh, okay, I'm done. I've reached it. I've gotten it. I achieved it. If you don't have an actual goal for your business, an end game, an end in mind. If you're building a business just because, like, I'm building a business, then that's the ideology of the cancer cell. It's growth for the purpose of growth. It serves no one. It ends up killing the host. You're growing just for the purpose of growth. Nothing good comes from that. You'll kill the host. It's unsustainable. You have to be growing to achieve a specific size with a purpose. What is the specific size that you're looking to grow to? What is the purpose for growing to that specific size? What will happen when you get there? Are you trying to grow your business to 1.27 million because you know that you want to sell it on this particular platform and you can have a buyer at 1.27 million, and you came up with the 1.27 million because that you know that where you want to live for the amount of time that you want to live, you'll be able to live on just the interest that you've from the 1.27 that invested into this particular thing. You see that? That is a clear, concise end game. Now, I've got two parts of my journey. I've got my start point. I've got where I want to be. There are still two very critical components. Number three, you need a map. You need a map. How am I going to get from where I am now to where I'm going to go? Where am I going to have to turn? Where am I going to have to stop? Where am I going to have to go? You need a map. Think of it, if I was driving somewhere, I need to know where I'm starting. Every GPS navigation system needs to have a current location, a destination, and a file to look at, a map, in order to plot your journey. Right? The one missing thing, a vehicle. You need a vehicle to take on that journey. That vehicle is your business. You need 4 things. So how do you link your goal to action? Well, you have to have those 4 things. You have to have that end in mind. And you have to create a series of small achievable goals. What are small achievable goals? Well, when you give someone directions in a journey, don't you give them small achievable goals? Don't you say, hey, look, go 3 blocks, you'll get to a red light, you're going to make a right there. Oh, okay. Well, I know I'm on track in this journey. If I got to that red light and I made a right there and I saw, oh, he said there's a McDonald's. All right, there's a McDonald's. Okay, what next? Okay, proceed straight. You're going to go 2 more miles. You're going to see a big billboard. The billboard is going to be for, Omar Martin's My Own Fair Advantage program. At that billboard, you're going to stop. You're going to make a right. Okay, that's another achievable goal, small achievable goal. You see, big journeys are made up of a series of small attainable goals. Small attainable goals allow you to measure your progress along the way. Small attainable goals allow you to measure your progress along the way. Quitting my job was not the end destination for me, but it sure as hell was one of the small attainable goals on my list of things to do. Obviously, after I quit my job, life goes on. I've still got to continue supporting my family. I have to make sure that my business, I'm running a business. I didn't hit the lottery. Does this make sense? It was just part of the journey that I'm on, to be able to provide the life that I want for my family, to be able to settle down in Sarasota, Florida, in the house of my wife's dreams and my dreams. We share in that same dream. To be able to provide for my mom the life that she wants in the remainder of her years. There's a lot of things in my journey that I'm not going to get into here, but there are goals, and then there are small attainable things. Now, what are the action steps that you're taking? The problem that a lot of people fall into is they create these small attainable goals as they go. And they don't have an end in sight. They don't have a destination. They're missing one of the 4 components of the journey, or maybe 2 of the 4 components of the journey. Maybe you don't have the map. Maybe you don't have the vehicle. Maybe you don't. You need to have all 4 of those, okay? You need to have a plan. You need to take into consideration that you have to have a motivating why. You need to take into consideration that everybody's journey is different. Some people have a certain advantage that's going to, a God-given advantage that's going to, in certain things, a God-given advantage that's going to give them an ability to achieve that same level of success with a less amount of effort than someone that doesn't have that God-given advantage. Fortunately for us, we don't work in, we don't do something that's physically demanding, in the sense where my height, my thank God my weight isn't going to determine whether or not I succeed, but it'll probably determine how long I can enjoy my success. But There's a couple of things, a couple of factors at play there. Some people might say, "Well, oh my God, I'm on the short end of this because I just don't have the time that you have one more." Screw that. I don't buy that. I was working 12 hours a day at my regular job as a sales manager for a very, very big company when I built my business. Don't tell me about time. I didn't sleep. I gave up sleep. I sacrificed very precious moments with my family and my loved ones in order to build the business that I have today so that I can spend all the freaking time that I want with my family and give them whatever I want. That was a sacrifice I was willing to make. How did I believe in myself? Well, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I was discouraged. Sometimes I hit a brick wall. But I kept getting up. I kept pushing forward. I kept on trying. I kept on, and I kept on. I kept on keeping on, right? Sound cheesy? I know, sounding cheesy. I'm starting to sound like Tony Robbins. But listen, if the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. You got to take action. And you got to have those components to your journey. Too many people out there nowadays, they envision success. They envision themselves taking action, but they don't actually do it. At the end of the day, you've got to be self-motivated. You've got to want it, man. I'm not, I would love to see you succeed. I would love to have every single person watching this video succeed. But the reality is that statistics have shown us that maybe 90-something% of you won't. You simply won't do what it takes to succeed. I guarantee you that. I promise you, rather. I didn't have any kind of special, attributes that, enabled me to succeed, that you can't learn, that you can't develop, that you can't purchase, that you can't build on. There's absolutely zero reason why you can't do what I'm doing better than me and achieve greater success than me, a lot faster than me. I know people. I know a 14-year-old girl right now that's doing internet marketing and kicking ass. And I say to myself, wow, she is light years ahead of where I was when I was 14. I just wanted to play with my Atari, and every one of us has a different drive and determination. You've got to be self-motivated. I'm not there to kick you in the ass every single day. You've got to have your own why. You've got to have your own reason. And if you don't, then you don't. You won't make it. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. If you do, then tune in to the next episode of My Unfair Advantage. Okay, what support may we surround ourselves with in order to succeed? I think a lot of people surround themselves with the wrong type of mentality. They surround themselves with negative people. Look, I'm going to say this right here. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because we're all adults. And at the end of the day, you are what you surround yourself with. Look, there are a lot of people out there that are quick to tell you you're not going to make it, you're not going to get to where you're going to be, where you want to be, you just can't. That's seldom, if ever, said to you by someone that has made it or is at where you want to be. Seldom, if ever. It's always the person that isn't making $1 that tells you that you can't make 10. Why are they telling you that? Not because they hate you, not necessarily because they're haters, but just because they simply don't have the capacity to comprehend what you're trying to do because they themselves have never done it. Talk to a millionaire about your $1 million idea, and you're going to get support. You're going to get encouragement. Talk to your next door neighbor who makes less money than you about your $1 million a year, and you're going to get, yeah, come on, man, that'll never work. You a millionaire? Come on, man, let's go grab a beer. That's what you're going to get, right? But it's your fault because you're asking a plumber for cardiac advice. Go to the right people for the right type of advice. If you have chest pain, you don't call a plumber, dude. You call 911, hopefully. If you have a business question, go to someone that succeeded in the business that you are trying to build, right? Surround yourself with the right people. The right people. There's, you can find positive people anywhere, but are you surrounding yourself with the right positive people? People that truly understand because your next door neighbor might be really positive and he might be discouraging you from shooting for your dreams simply because he's trying to protect you and doesn't want to see you get hurt. Why is he doing that? Why does he feel the need to covet you and protect you from getting hurt? Because he cannot fathom the possibility of having $1 million because he's never done it. Because he's struggling to pay his bills every single month. So what support should you surround yourselves with in order to succeed? Surround yourself with successful people. And that's how you're going to be most likely to succeed. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next episode of My Unfair Advantage. Take care.